Whispering Pines was a village shrouded in fog and secrets. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the old mansion on the hill. The mansion was a looming structure, its windows like vacant eyes. Locals told tales of a curse of a family trapped within its walls. Mira, a young traveller, arrived in Whispering Pines on a misty afternoon. She was drawn to the village's quaint charm, unaware of its dark history. The stories of the mansion intrigued her. Despite warnings from the villagers, Mira decided to see it for herself. The rusty gates creaked open as if warning her, their metallic groan echoing through the still air. Mira stepped onto the overgrown path, her heart pounding with anticipation and a hint of fear. Each step she took was accompanied by the crunch of leaves and twigs underfoot. The air grew heavy, filled with the scent of damp earth and decay, mingling with the faint aroma of moss and old wood. As she approached the mansion, she felt a cold shiver run down her spine, the looming structure casting long, eerie shadows. The oak door groaned as she pushed it open, its weight resisting her efforts, as if the house itself was reluctant to let her in. Inside, the mansion was dark and silent. Thick dust covering every surface, undisturbed for years. The air was stale, carrying the weight of forgotten memories. Cobwebs hung like macabre decorations, and the only sound was the beating of Mira's own heart, loud and insistent in the oppressive silence. She wandered through the shadowy halls, her curiosity outweighing her fear. Each corridor seemed to whisper secrets, urging her to uncover the mysteries hidden within the mansion's walls. A grand ballroom lay at the end of a long, dimly lit corridor, its grandeur now faded and forgotten. Moonlight streamed through the grimy windows, casting an eerie glow and illuminating a collection of portraits on the far wall, their eyes seemingly alive in the dim light. Mira gasped, her heart pounding. The people in the portraits seemed to stare directly at her, their gazes following her every move. One portrait in particular caught her eye. It was a young woman who could have been her twin. She had the same fiery red hair and piercing blue eyes, a mirror image of Mira herself. As Mira stepped closer, she noticed something even stranger. The details in the portrait seemed to shift and change, almost as if the woman was alive. In the corner of the room, a gilded mirror reflected not the dusty ballroom, but a lavish party, frozen in time, with guests in elegant attire. And standing in the center of the party was the woman from the portrait, her eyes now filled with a mysterious, knowing look, as if she held secrets of the past. Mira reached out to touch the mirror, her fingers passing through its cool surface. She felt a strange pull, as if the mirror was calling her, beckoning her to step through. Suddenly the room spun, the musty air replaced with the sound of music and laughter. The dimly lit room transformed into a grand ballroom, filled with elegantly dressed guests. When she opened her eyes, she was standing in the reflection, the party swirling around her. Panic surged through her as she realized she was no longer in her own time. She was trapped, pulled into the past, into the mansion's eerie embrace. The ghostly figures around her seemed to whisper secrets of the past. She was now a part of the very legend she had sought to uncover. The stories she had heard were true, and she was living them. If you ever find yourself in Whispering Pines, heed the warnings of the villagers. They speak of the mansion with fear and reverence. Beware the mansion on the hill. Its history is filled with sorrow and mystery. Its secrets are best left undisturbed. Those who seek them may find themselves trapped, just like Mira, forever a part of its haunted past.